Hi everybody, this is a video of the Atlas 5-foot fluorescent strip light. As you can see, this is the Atlas 5-foot strip light I got from this social club where I go bingoing on a Sunday night, and they saved it for me from the cellar. This batten was from the cellar. Well, it's been in the cellar for about over 40 years, or nearly 50 years actually. So anyway, this is the Atlas 5-foot batten. But you have to excuse that little quarter piece. That quarter piece is missing, but the rest of it's still standing. But it's just that little quarter piece missing. I don't know how that happened. So, and there's its old T12 fluorescent tube, as you can see. And there's its old grid switch, the MK1 that I wired on. So, and that's another one I got from eBay. So, anyway, guys, it's I'm going to open it up and show you the inside of this beautiful batten. Right, that's one. Right, let's go to the other end. Right. That's two. And that's two. That's one, and that's two now. So anyway, guys, as you can see now, I've just opened it up now. I've sprayed the plate white. It's like that other batten I've got, that Thorn grey base one, and this one's the Atlas one. So, and it's got this old starter button on it. So anyway, guys, so as you can see all the inside of this beautiful batten. Let's have a look at this beautiful thing. And it says on it, Tridonic Atco EC 58 watts. That's it for a 5-foot. You can still work with a 65 watt T12 tube like what I've got here. So anyway, it says EC 58 watt C509K Versfrustrams. I don't know what does it say. Versfrustrams VG low loss ballast 230 volts. Well, it's actually got 240 volts, but I know it does look a bit, its age a bit, but then there's all the live and neutral inside, so, and there's its capacitor. I kept that where it was, so that stayed where it was. All it needed is just a new gear and a new ballast, but doesn't matter about the capacitor, so I kept that where it was. So, and there's its, there's the, those pull back springs on it, so, oh yeah, they pull back really tight, and they keep them nice and secure. And on this side here as well, it's pull back springs on it. It's a bit tough though, so I better not disturb it too much because I'm worried they're going to break. So I had some screws fitted on. So anyway, when I turn this batten over, it's a grey base. Well, it was white, but I decided to colour it into a grey base colour. So it's a nice, looks better in a grey base, because Atlas usually do battens like that in a grey base. You don't usually do it in a white base, but as it was in the cellar, as I saw it, it was in a white version, but now I've coloured it into a dark grey version, so the dark grey version matches with it and what have you, yeah. So I've got another batten that's in that social club, in the cellar in that social club, which they'll save for me in a month or so after Christmas and New Year, so guys. So there it is and everything. So, and there's in the starter button here, it's a Philips one. Oh yes. It says Philips made in Holland, S10, single 220-240 volts, 4-65 watts, ENEC 05, Kima Euro, I think it stands for Euro, N13774, and does it say anything else? It says on it, EFGHIJKLM. Fancy that being that, putting some letters in the alphabetical order throughout this starter button. But anyway, as you can see on it, it says Philips, and that's all it says on it. I've tried it and it works perfectly fine. So it's been a while now since I did YouTube, and when I started doing YouTube, I started doing the Christmas trimmings that, as you can see on the ceiling all around. That's what I did on the last previous video. So anyway, guys, that's the inside of it opened up. So anyway, guys, I'm going to put the strip cover back on now. So right, so let's just go to the end to fit it back on, guys. So that's it. So anyway, we'll go up this end. That's it. That's one. And now the second one. That's 2. Right, now, so that's all. It's all fitted on nice and tightly. Now it's fitted on like so. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to get this fluorescent tube in now. Could easily do it with one pair of hand. There we go. There we go. That's fitted on. Oh, it clicked on quite easily now. So it's clicked on nice and easy now. It's clicked on. Let's go to the other. Let's go to the other end. I've got 2 Osram 5-foot tubes at T12. 2 T12s at 5 foot in Osram. So it's quite handy. I found this tube outside a workshop, and nobody was using it. So I asked one of the builders if I could have it, and they said yes. So that's good. And when I tested it, it works perfectly fine. It looks like that tube actually looks like a brand new tube. It's like it's been recently made. So anyway, guys, all I'm going to do now is going to plug it into the socket now. Right, that's on now. So anyway, guys, I'm going to switch off this. I'm going to turn this light off now. So right, that's it now, guys. The big light's gone out now. So onto the Atlas 5-foot fluorescent strip light, everybody. Ready? After 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow! Certainly did blink happy, but when like I said about 2 minutes ago, I was saying that this fluorescent tube looks absolutely brand new. Looks like it's hardly ever been used. And it looks like it's been recently made, like I said. But when I brought it home from my previous flat, but I moved in recently, so you notice the difference now. So at this place where I am. But anyway, enough with that. As I turn on this tube certainly did blink happy. It started up a bit more rapidly, but it still came on with the blink of the start and activated a bit of the electrodes and everything, yeah. So I look all around my room. Oh yeah, there's all my Christmas trimmings on the ceiling. So it's looking a bit like my old flat that I moved. But I did move in last month, about 5 weeks ago yesterday. So anyway, guys, so let's have a look at this beautiful strip light. Oh yes. Oh, you can see now it's... Yeah, there it is, and it says faintly on the edge. It says Osram L65 watt / 23 UK. That's 23 Kelvin, and it's all in. I think that's German. That I don't know what that's German for. White, recyclable NO858 CE. That's what it says on it. So it shines very nice and bright. And look at it up this way. Oh yes. Oh yeah, you can see it up this way. So, and it looks very nice and bright. So I thought I'd do a video. It's quite exactly the same as that other one I've got, that Thorn grey base one, but this one's the Atlas one. I know, because like I said, Atlas usually does what was I going to say? And I know they usually do that. Atlas does it usually in a grey base, but this one was in a white base. So anyway, I decided to colour it grey so I make it look like it's a proper Atlas one I've got. I think Echo did this, mate, with round ends of the end holders of that strip light fitting. These are, I think they're quite easy for me to get because I'm more near to coming across those good old strip lights and everything. I know it's a shame though, I better be careful when I'm demonstrating this. The quarter of that, I don't know how that happened. It must have been caught on something, or it must kind of, well, old age. But I washed it up, and no bits of it show its age except the inside of this metal body, the batten body. So, but once I painted it up, it looks like it's a brand new fitting the day it was made. So that's all it is. So anyway, guys, so as you can see now that the Atlas 5-foot fluorescent strip light has reached its full brightness and everything at 65 watts and everything. All I'm going to do is turn it off and turn it back on. Here we go. Right, ooh, it went yellow when I turned it off. So anyway, guys, I'm going to turn it back on. Here we go. Wow, it did actually that blink. Bling, bling, bling. Now, that's the usual blink it usually does. I think because this tube looks brand new, you see, no showing its age at all. So Sorry, excuse me guys. So anyway, it's lit my carpet a very nice bright colour. I've done a bit of vacuuming tonight, so let's take a look at this beautiful grid switch. Now this grid switch, I like fitting these good, any of them strip light fittings like this get safe from any place like the social club where I usually go bingo on a Sunday night. I know the social club that I go bingoing on a Sunday night, I've got some grid switches like this with this nice curvy rocker switch. Now it's a pity that MK doesn't make these anymore. It doesn't make one like this anymore. But these are these old MK grid switches are complete Rolls Royce. These are one of those earliest MK grid switches that they made from between the 60s and 70s. But coming into the 80s, MK moved on to the square version and the one with the thinner knob. The thinner knob was a bit like stiff as a rich tea biscuit, but this one's a bit more curvy, as easy as a digestive biscuit and what have you. So that's all it is. Now this switch, it certainly works really well. It keeps nice and strong. It's made. These grid switches are made to last. That's why I say they're super Rolls Royce. They last your lifetime. They do. They last humans' lives. They do. But the ones that MK makes now don't last as long. It's not as nice. I haven't got a character. Not like what this one does. It's got nice 2 dark screws on it. Looks like brown eyes a little bit. So anyway, enough with that. Now onto the strip light itself. So I have got another grid switch. I've got 2 grid switches. One with a thinner knob that's thin as a rich tea, and one with a toggle one. But this one is the proper curvy rocker one from the 60s and 70s, and I think also very, very early 80s, so that's all it is and everything. So well, anyway guys, so as you can see now that the Atlas 5-foot fluorescent strip light's reached its full brightness and everything, so all I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it off now. So right, that's it. Oh, it went yellow when I turned it off. So anyway guys, what I'm going to do is turn it back on, turn the big light back on now. Right, that's it now guys, the big light's back on now everybody. So anyway guys, this is a video of the Atlas 5-foot fluorescent strip light and everything everybody. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. So please comment, rate, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching everybody.